Roof Max of Hickory, affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit MakeMyRoofLast.com.
Welcome back. I'm Ralph Mangum on the WHKY News, and it's time now for Community Focus. Ariana is off this week, but we still have our arts and entertainment feature, as I had the chance this morning to chat with an important new hire on the campus of Lenoir-Rhyne University. Ralph Mangum here for the WHKY News, and I am very pleased to be in the band room at Lenoir-Rhyne University with the new director of bands for the university, Dr. Tyler Stark. Tyler, thanks for taking time out to talk with us.
No, happy to be here. Happy to share all about the band.
Good deal. Well, I saw the band for the first time Saturday. Your first marching band performance with Lenoir-Rhyne, and I got to tell you, they looked great. They sounded great. I was really impressed with the enthusiasm I saw from everybody. I was particularly noticing the ladies and gentlemen on the sideline that play the guitars and keyboards and marimbas and that sort of thing. They were just really engaged and really enthusiastic. Is that something you try to instill in the band?
Oh yeah, one of our number one things is inspiring audiences and engaging them, no matter if we're on the field or in a parade, wherever we are. So we work really hard. The kids have been working so hard over the summer to do this, and we're looking forward to our show this year, which is called Please Don't Stop the Music, or actually Bears Don't Stop the Music.
There you go, and I think you guys did 4 numbers, which is impressive. For generally, you sort of work up to that thing, but you had 4 numbers prepared for game 1.
Yeah, no, we've been pushing them really hard. So we started with Please Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna, followed by Lil Nas X's Industry Baby, and then we finished with I Like It Like That by Pete Rodriguez, and of course the fight song. So we're going to keep pushing. We have a couple more tunes to add throughout the year, so it'll keep evolving and changing as the season goes on.
And I'm such a fossil, I had to ask somebody how to pronounce Lil Nas X, but at least I asked, and I think I got it right. So, so there's that. Will the show continue to expand as the season goes on?
Yes, it will. So this week we're just swapping out one tune, but then we'll eventually add on our ballad is Tiny Dancer by Elton John, a classic hit, and then finishing with Pink's Never Gonna Not Dance Again. So really trying to generate a lot of excitement, especially from audiences that are young all the way to old, with some dance charts and some things that will really engage this year.
Now, you've heard this before, and I know we talked about it a little bit off the air, but you look kind of young, but you still have a really, really impressive academic background. I know we have in common that we both went to App, and you also, I think, went to the University of Tennessee. You have a doctorate. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I'm a native to North Carolina. I grew up here. I'm so happy to come back and foster more relationships and help those in music education in the state of North Carolina, where I got so much support. I started actually in Raleigh, is where I grew up, and then we moved to App State to get my undergraduate. I taught outside of Charlotte at Central Cabarrus High School for 5 years as the director of bands, and then my master's was at University of Tennessee, and I got to work with the Pride of the Southland Band, and then I just finished my doctorate at the University of Oklahoma, working with the Pride of Oklahoma. So some really great programs, and I'm happy to bring all that knowledge back here to North Carolina and LR.
So at the University of Oklahoma, which is huge, you, I believe, were assistant director of bands, is that right?
No, I was just a graduate student finishing up my doctorate, but we are very heavily involved, almost like we're adjunct faculty within our doctoral degrees. So a really hands-on experience to work with all the concert bands as well as all the athletic bands.
All right, good. And so you went from being kind of a small fish in a very big pond at the University of Oklahoma to the biggest fish in the band pond here at Lenoir-Rhyne. How does that feel?
It feels good. It's a really collaborative experience here. Everyone from athletics to all of my colleagues in the College of Fine Arts and Communications are just so supportive. The students are fantastic, and they just want to keep working hard. So I'm excited to bring music both on and off the field. We also have a lot of great concerts coming up with the Wind Symphony and Wind Ensemble. One's going to be on October 1st, which is at 7:30 p.m. It's all music inspired by aviation. It's called Skyward. And then we also have another concert November 19th, all in the auditorium here at PEM in Monroe, and that's going to be called, it's titled Sing a Song. It's all folk songs as well as music from hymn and choral traditions. So both on the field, off the field, we're hoping to bring music to Hickory in a really fun and engaging way.
Tyler, thank you so much.
Of course. No, thanks for having me on, and I look forward to continuing our relationship together as we go down this road.
Well, I'll see you every Saturday we're at home. This is Ralph Mangum in the band room on the campus of Lenoir-Rhyne University with Dr. Tyler Stark, the new director of bands for Lenoir-Rhyne. I met Dr. Stark briefly earlier this week. It was a pleasure to get to know him a little better today. We are grateful for his time this morning. Rob Eastwood has details on awards that were recently presented to individuals involved in a rescue effort.
The Caldwell County Board of Commissioners recently awarded 3 North Carolina Wildlife Commission resource officers with Life-Saving Valor Awards for their efforts in a drowning at Wilson Creek. That incident occurred in July of this year. Master Officer Jonathan Kiger, Sergeant Dustin Etheridge, and Lieutenant Isaac Hanna responded to a child on Brown Mountain Beach Road saying his parents were drowning. Working together, the officers pulled 3 victims from the water. According to a news release from Collettsville Fire and Rescue, on July 20th of this year at approximately 6:30 p.m., the agency, along with the Caldwell County Emergency Medical Services, responded to Brown Mountain Beach Road in the Wilson Creek Gorge in reference to that drowning report. North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission law enforcement units in the area arrived on the scene and found the 3 victims in the water. They were rescued and resuscitative efforts began on 2 unconscious victims. A 1-year-old child and a mother passed away at the scene. Units remained on the scene for several hours, assisting law enforcement with the investigation and providing high-angle rope systems for the recovery. The officers were commended for their courage and for their disregard for personal safety during the incident. Reporting for WHKY News, this is Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. American Legion Post 29 has recognized Ethan McLean as Firefighter of the Year and Corporal Miguel Zambrano as Police Officer of the Year during Lenoir City Council's regular meeting on September 3rd. You can read more about those 2 gentlemen at WHKY.com. Thank you all for joining us here on WHKY's Community Focus. On behalf of Rob Eastwood, Jason Savage, and Dr. Tyler Stark, I'm Ralph Mangum. This has been the WHKY News.